Welcome to the Digital Loctician Podcast, a place for you to feel seen, heard, and empowered along your lock journey. I'm your host and digital loctician, Jocelyn Renee. Welcome to another episode of the Digital Loctician Podcast. So grateful for your presence here today. I have with me two beautiful guests that are sharing insights into their lock journey today. But what I want to first do is invite you to join the conversation. So if you are watching live or watching the replay on our YouTube channel, definitely as I ask questions or as questions come up, definitely feel free to share your experience in the comment section of the video. And if you're listening in to our audio experience, because we are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, you can always write a review sharing some insights into your journey. All right. And without further ado, I want to go ahead and invite our guests on today. Jacqueline and Charmaine, welcome.
Hello.
So great for you ladies being here. If I could start with just asking you your location, how long you've had your locks, and one word you would use to describe your lock journey.
Ooh. Jacqueline, would you like to go first?
Of course. Okay. I started my locks back in, first of all, I'm from Akron, Ohio, and I started my locks in 2014. So coming up this August, it will be 9 years.
9 years. Wow. Okay. And one word you would use to describe your journey in these 9 years.
Oh my goodness. It's good, bad, joyful, exciting. I can name a whole bunch of things, but I'm just going to leave it at that.
You've been through a lot. Okay. We're going to break that down. Charmaine, welcome. Where are you located?
Cool. In Cheswold, Delaware. It's a little town between Smyrna and Dover. I've been doing this for approaching 3 years now. I'm going on my journey about 3 years. July will be 3 years now.
And you have sister locks, micro locks?
Yeah, they're micro locks.
Micro locks, nice.
I'm going to say micro locks, yes. And the word that I will use is it's been a journey. Journey, yeah. We're just going to leave it at journey.
The journey has been a journey, truly. Okay, so let's break this down. Let's backtrack a little bit, because Jacqueline, you've been in the lock game for 9 years. And I don't know if y'all can see, her locks are flowing down her back. Okay, this is taking up all the screen space here.
I cut them twice.
You've cut them twice?
Yes, ma'am.
What brought you? Why did you cut them?
I only cut off a couple inches because I'm a paraplegic, so I'm in a wheelchair.
Okay.
So every time I would transfer from the chair to any place, I would be sliding back and I'd be going like this. Okay, that's enough. So I just cut about maybe 3 inches off. That's all.
That's all. The people that are newly locked are like, my hair is only 3 inches. So that's an experience in of itself. Being a paraplegic and having long locks. Like what brought you to the lock journey?
Well, when I first got in the wheelchair, I used to go to the salon to get my hair done, but it got difficult for me. So my boyfriend said, well, why don't you get locks? And I said, what are locks? He said, oh my God, you don't know what locks are? So he started showing me these pictures and they were so beautiful. I said, so I went and I had met a lady who did them. So I got to meet her and she told me to take my time, read about it, talk to people who had them. And so I took a whole year before I actually got locks.
Oh, wow. I love that, though. Like, you did some research.
Yeah.
And you were encouraged to.
Oh, yeah. And I've loved them ever since. I will never go back.
Shout out to boyfriend bringing you into the lock game, okay?
Right. Yeah, shout out to him. Quiet. Shout out to him. Yeah.
Charmaine, I do want to ask you, what brought you to the lock journey?
I've been wanting to do it forever. I just never did. It was something that, my parents didn't allow me to do because we're not Rastafarian. I'm Caribbean, but we're not Rastafarian. And my father was very strict about that. Like, you can't do it. You can't lock your hair. You're not Rastafarian. You can't do it. So I just never did. But as I became an adult, I was like, why am I doing all this to my hair? I think I'm going to finally
You had a
make the switch.
relaxer? You were
I
relaxing
found,
it?
I'm sorry?
What, so were you relaxing your hair?
No, I haven't relaxed my hair for years, but I was doing
Okay.
braids, twists, crochet, everything else you could think of.
Yeah.
And I'm getting sick and tired of this. I'm finally just making the transition.
That is so interesting. I will say a lot of I do hear a lot of conversation about locks having the stereotype of a particular religion or a particular way of life if you have locks. Going back to you, Jacqueline, being that you did not know what locks were, like what when you saw them, or what was your first thought when you like heard of locks? Like, did you have a perception of them?
Actually, no, because I've seen. After he said it to me, I started, talking to people, seeing their locks, and there were different variations of locks, and some that I thought were like just out there, the ones that freeform. I was like, okay, I don't think I can do that. Because they were pretty out there. And then I saw ladies who were getting, they go to the salon and get it done. I said, I appreciate you, but I don't have the patience for that either. Sitting and getting it all done. I'm just, I don't have the patience.
Yeah. So you're maintaining your hair yourself?
Actually, yes. After she showed me the basics, I've been taking care of mine on my own since.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
I even bought a steamer.
I love that. That makes me so happy. Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was because of you. Yeah.
I receive that. Okay. That's what I like to see. Take action on there. Charmaine, how's your you have micro locks? Are you maintaining them yourself, or you go to a loctician?
I am. I very much did the same thing like Jacqueline did. I actually started it myself, and I went to her one time to have her retie my hair, and that was it. She only did it one time for me, and I've been doing it ever since.
That's the same for me. Same for me.
Wow. Why? What makes you? What is the desire? Because Charmaine, how many locks you got? 300? 275, something like that.
Oh gosh.
It's about 320 something.
Yep.
Combined throughout the journey. When I originally started, 337.
Wow.
Combined. So I'm around 320 or so. Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot. How often are you, making time for this? How do you find the time?
I have no idea where I find the time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. It just comes to a point where it's like, I'll do a little section. I'm like, all right, that's good for today. Tomorrow we'll do another section. Let's say we'll do another section. I'll just keep going until we complete the whole head. I'm good.
So you do a section at a time over, would you say like a week?
A week. Let's say a week. Yeah.
A week.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what happens when you come back? Like, do you come back? Okay, we're gonna start back here on the same section. How do you keep it organized?
We just start over. We only start from back to front. So I'll start back here, side here, and I just keep working my way up until I get to the top. And it's like, all right, and I'll do that. I'll repeat that process. That's all.
Wow.
Here's another one. Okay. So truly, right? I'm just like, when I had my sister locks, I had 337. My sister lock consultant was like, I'm not doing your hair no more. And I was like, okay, well, I just took the class. Let me do my front row. It took me like an hour just to do the front 2 rows. I'm out. I am out. I'm done. Mm-hmm. So I do. What is it like for you to maintain your hair? Like, do you have a schedule, regimen?
You cut out for a moment, so we didn't hear you.
you hear me now?
Yes.
I was saying, Jacqueline, what is your schedule like with maintaining?
For,
What that look like?
for me, I take a whole Saturday. I get up at 6 in the morning and wash it.
Oh my gosh.
Then I steam it. Then I let it get under the dryer for about half an hour, 45 minutes, because mine are palm rolled. And so then I put the clips in. After it dries halfway, then I'll either twist it or curl it. I curl mine with pipe cleaners.
Okay. And you keep those in for how long, would you say?
I keep them in for about maybe a whole day, and then I take them out. And the curls stay in until to the next wash. Because every time I try to use curlers, they just go bloop.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That
a whole Saturday every how many weeks?
I do it every 2 to 3 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's a commitment right there. How do your arms feel?
Well, yeah, because I take boxing classes and I work out so my head sweats. So yeah, I gotta watch it at least every 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah. I mean that scalp health is really, really important. So you're styling your hair in pipe cleaners every 2 to 3 weeks, letting that stay in, letting the curls rock. How are you moisturizing it? Like, what is that? What is your regimen?
I use rose water, and I put vitamin E in it, and I just spritz it. I only oil my scalp like maybe once a week.
Okay. Yeah. What about you, Charmaine? What does your hair care regimen look like?
So I actually wash my hair every week because, like you said, scalp health. I have seborrheic dermatitis, so I have to stay up on the top of my scalp. Because if I don't let it go, day 8, my scalp is like inflamed.
Yeah.
I'm washing it every week, and of course, Crown Elements.
Thank you.
Of course. I normally keep it really simple. Wash, leave-in conditioner, little oil. I'm done.
I love that. What would you say, because you have seborrheic dermatitis? Was that diagnosed before you got LOCS, or like you found out as your LOCS started?
No, before I had LOCS.
You knew going in.
Yes.
Was that a deciding factor, or were you scared with doing that?
No, I wasn't scared. So I come from a family of hairdressers. I'm one of 5 girls, and all 4 of my sisters went for cosmetology. I'm the only one who didn't. So I wasn't scared. To us, hair is just hair. It's like, it'll grow. It's fine. It'll grow back. So I wasn't scared. It was just like, I needed a change. I wanted to do something else. I had the diagnosis, and I was just like, all right, I did everything else under the book. What can I do now?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are scared with scalp conditions and starting LOCS and feeling like I can't shampoo my hair every week, or they say you're only supposed to wash your hair once a month, or are they going to come out? And you started your LOCS yourself.
Yes.
Been maintaining it yourself, and you have a scalp condition. What would you say? How would you describe your hair health, scalp health?
Ooh.
Reflective. You gotta reflect.
You have to stay on top of. Like, I'm so serious about. I have to stay on top of it. I'm not sure about psoriasis and things like that, which is different from seborrheic dermatitis.
Yeah.
Seborrheic dermatitis is just scalp eczema. So with the other conditions, I can't really speak of, but with this, you have to stay on top of it. It is very important. There's times when, like I said, I've tried to push it a little bit, like, oh, this has been a busy week, this and the third, and I have gotten up in the middle of the night and been like, you know what? We watching this right now.
Gotta take care.
In the morning, I have to do it. So for people who are scared, I would just say, just do it. It's nothing to be scared of. Just do it. Take the leap.
Yeah. Take the leap, but also make sure you prioritize your scalp, okay? Because both of these ladies are maintaining their hair themselves, have dedicated days and hours routine
Oh yeah.
set up here. Okay. Jacqueline, going back to you, you described your
Hmm.
journey. You said good, bad, kind of in between. Can you share a bad experience that you've had with your locks or not so fond experience over these
Oh, when I
9
first
years?
started, yeah, when I first started, my hair is real soft. So when
Hmm.
she started with palm rolls, she told me I could wash it. And the first time I washed it, they all just came and loose. And I was like, ah! I said, what am
Oh
I gonna do? I looked like I had little rabbit thingies all. I was like, what am I gonna do? So I didn't go back to her. So my sister who has locks, she said, don't panic. We can fix it. We can fix it. So she did a beautiful job of putting it back. So after that, she kind of helped me maintain them until they got started to bud.
no.
And then after that, I was good. And even through the budding
You're
stage, I didn't think they were, I didn't, when people say ugly stage, I didn't think of it as an ugly stage. They look kind of frizzy, but I thought it was
yeah,
cute.
wild.
I just put headbands on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but after I got into the swing of taking care of it by myself, which my arms are tired all the time, but I enjoy it.
That's
I have
beautiful.
to stop and go, oh, Jesus. Whew.
Oh, let me rest. Yes. We
So
all
you're
got too
going
much.
down, so you're palm rolling and you're going down the shaft. Got to take a 5-minute break and then you're going down the shaft. I said,
Shoulders
thank
are
goodness
tight
for
and
music.
burning,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, thank
Yeah.
goodness for music to keep me occupied. Dance a little bit, palm roll some more.
That is so very true. Charmaine, can you share with us a little bit about your journey with starting them yourself, and then like over the past few years, you said that it sounds like you switched religions with having your locks too.
No,
You said you're
no,
Rastafarian now, or no?
I'm not
No.
Rastafarian. No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not
It was
Rastafarian. Oh, okay. Okay.
I couldn't get it because we're not Rastafarian, but I'm not
Oh,
Rastafarian.
okay.
Methodist,
Okay.
Methodist, and here I am. Yeah.
But okay, but you've had a journey, right? So the beginning stages, how was that with having 300 locks? How did you start? Interlocking? You start with braids, twists. How'd you start?
Twist, and then I went to
Okay.
interlocking. I
Okay.
started with, and at first I was trying to figure out like, all right, let me try to palm roll or to maintain them like that, and it wasn't happening, especially with washing my hair once a week. It wasn't holding up, so I was like, I
Coming
need
out
to switch
immediately.
locking. Yes, immediately, every single time. So I switched to interlocking, and that was it. It's been fine ever since.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
Throughout my journey, it's been a little crazy. I just had a baby 9 months ago, so I experienced
Congratulations.
postpartum shedding. Thank you.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, wait, what's happening here? This is real different. This is really
Yeah.
different.
Did you lose
I
any locks?
like this when I had my daughter, but with my son, I was just like, I don't know what was happening.
Yeah. Any lock? Did you notice any locks come all the way out, or you just had to combine them?
I had to combine a few.
Yeah.
There's one like right here. You
Yeah.
see the skinny that I got?
Yeah. That's that baby. Okay.
And like, what's
Where's the
happening?
hair here? Yeah.
So there's a couple around my hairline that I had to combine and try to, salvage before they actually completely were gone. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean
It's,
that same. I had that there. You look closely at my locks. They're nice and full, and then it's like, oh, you had a baby, and it's all tight and small and skinny, and then it pumps
yeah.
back up. I'm like, okay,
Like here we
it's just a motherhood mark.
yeah.
I feel like it never really all the way came back right here for my shedding. So
The same
it's
right here. I'm just like, look, it's okay. It's all right. We're just gonna
it's
hold
all
on.
right. Right, we just gotta live with it. Your dad was one that you said was somebody that was kind of against you getting locks, essentially. When you
Yes.
started them, Did you get any feedback?
Everybody loved them. Even my father. Everybody loved them. They was
Would you
like,
look at that?
they're like, this looks good on you. Why you didn't do it before? And I was like, why I didn't do it before? You told me now. Why I never did it now? Like, but yeah, everyone loved them.
Wow,
I
I
didn't.
love that. And Jack, you didn't have no
Yeah.
haters. I love that. Jacqueline, you started yours, kind of going in after a year of research. Did you have anybody in your life that was kind of against you getting locks, or had any choice words to say to you?
No, the only thing my mother would say, baby, please just don't walk around looking wild because I can't take it. So I said, yes, mother, I will not do that. But my family was very accepting. And then after me, I had 4 nieces who started theirs.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
So you've been an inspiration in the family. I love that.
I guess so. Yes.
Yeah, that's an inspiration. They see you, they're like, oh, I guess I can do this. Okay. So we shared some of the not so pretty parts of our journeys, right? The unraveling and the postpartum, just the things that it's the journey, right? Could you share? I'll start with you, Jacqueline. What's been the most transformative or eye-opening part of your journey?
From the beginning, just watching how my locks changed. You know what I'm saying? Just to me, they're just the most beautiful thing. I think the most beautiful thing I've ever done in my entire life was starting LOCS.
Wow.
I wouldn't even say being in a wheelchair would be one, but no, these are it. I love taking care. I really do. I love taking care of them. I mean, it's my greatest joy right now.
Ooh, I love that.
Still after 9 years.
After 9 years, having your life, that's beautiful. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, people ask me all the time, are you ever going to cut them? I said, no. I said, I'll trim them a little bit, but I'm not cutting them.
What's your ideal length? Where do you keep them?
How long are they now?
Yeah. What's your length that you cut them to and kind of like stay around that length?
Right down to my lower, right at my lower back, starting at my bum. That's the longest.
Wow, that's long.
Yeah.
I think that's a trim. That's a trim, okay?
Okay.
Lock goes right there.
Yeah. So about I've only trimmed them twice. It only took about like 3 inches both times. That was it.
Yeah. That's beautiful. And Charmaine, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to say, and I'm starting to see grace because I turned 60 this year. So I said I'm not even going to dye my hair. I'm just going to let them.
Congratulations on making them.
You do not look 60 at all. Okay, you look amazing. Would never have guessed that. You remember back in the day they had the amusement park guess the age thing? If you guess like plus or minus, I'd been all off. I wouldn't have got a prize.
Well, thank you.
Wow.
Awesome.
How about you, Charmaine? What's been the most transformative or insightful part of your journey?
Oh, I might have to piggyback off of Jacqueline a little bit, but like they're beautiful. Like I can't complain about it. I love the versatility of it. I love the way they look. I know a lot of people think that you can't do a lot with it. You can do so much.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. So much with LOCS.
Yeah. That is so true. I mean, I feel like we get that highlight now. You know, people talking about the versatility of LOCS. Before that, they're like, I don't want LOCS. It's not versatile. But it's so much you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Jacqueline, before we close out today, if you can share a piece of advice with that person, maybe someone that's in a wheelchair or someone that has limited mobility and they're thinking about starting LOCS, what advice would you give to that person?
Oh, Jocelyn, I have talked to a couple of friends who wanted to start them. I tell them, go for it. Go for it. Just embrace it. Go through the journey. Just Just do it. Just do it.
I love that. And look, you're out here doing it yourself for 9
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Every couple weeks. Okay.
Every
Washing, steaming, oiling, styling. So
Yeah.
it can be done.
It can be done. I make it
Thank
time,
you.
but it can be done.
Right. You also hear, I don't know if y'all missed it, but Jacqueline said she go to kickboxing class, doing her arm workouts. Got to keep those shoulders strong.
Right.
It's Charmaine. If you could share some advice for a new mom thinking about starting LOCS, going into the journey and wanting to do it themselves, what advice would you share to them? Yeah.
Oh, just do it. Like I said before, it's just take the leap. Just take the leap. I'm not sure how else to put it. It's an amazing journey to be a part of. It's something great to do. Just do it. I'm sorry I'm looking up to the side. My whole family just walked into the room.
It's all good. I'm gonna ask you though. I want you to go a little bit deeper, because you just had a new baby 9 months ago. I feel like having a baby and doing your hair yourself can feel like a lot. Hello, little one. You know what I mean? So, how do you find the balance? How do you find the time?
I don't. To be honest, I don't find the time. It is what it is. I make this up as I go. That's what we are right now. I'm at the point where it's a routine. It's just, I make this up as I go. I find the time whenever I can. A 14-year-old, a 9-month-old, 2 pets, a husband. I don't know. I'm just here.
Time.
You gotta make the time. You make the time whenever you can.
Words of wisdom for sure. Well, thank you both so much for being here. I truly appreciate you sharing your experiences along the LOCS journey. Jacqueline, I want to have you back before you do another trim. We gotta see where it's at.
Okay.
And so, I need to catch you in the middle of one of your retwists. Your interlocking sessions. You got this half done, and the other half. You guys see the real, okay? Because it's all done right now.
It's all done right now. We all good right now. We good.
It's all done right now.
We all done.
But thank you all so much, and I would love to have you all back on the show.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Of course. And with that, I want to truly thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Digital Loctician Podcast. As always, this episode in the podcast is sponsored by Crown Elements, which is a hair care line specifically formulated for LOCS. So if you are looking for some luxury hair care, make sure you head on over to crownelements.com, where you can check the description box /show notes if you're listening on Apple Podcasts. Heading over to Crown Elements, put all the goodies in the cart, and then enter the code DLP at checkout, and it'll give you a little something from me to you. All right? Go out, make sure you drink your water, prioritizing your wellness, making time to take care of your hair. All right? There's literally no excuse. And as always, I'm wishing you peace, love, and good vibes. I will see you next Thursday at 8 p.m.